Did you know? I didn't know that the button was pressed. Oh, strange. Anyway, Foxy. Okay. Data technology position 24, data technology position 26, and data technology position 25. Data Corey position 25, data Corey position 25, data Corey position 26, data Corey position 24, data Corey position 26, data Corey position 26, data Corey position 25, data Corey position 25, data Corey position 26, data Corey position 25, data Corey position 26, data Corey position 26, data Corey position 25. Unit 6, Matrix 1, Index 12, Index 3, Solute 5, Solute 2, Index 1, Index 2, Unify 56 and Unified 1, UTC 5, UTC 21, UTC 54, UTC 55, UTC 56, UTC 54, UTC 26, UTC 58, UTC 55, UTC 56, UTC 26, UTC 55, UTC 51. Parlaka Sesasan. Firebridge 1216, 1218. Firebridge 1216, 12112. Firebridge 1214, 1312. Codem Data. Position 56 and position 25. Data Compliance Network Aura. Compliance 5, Compliance 6, Compliance 1, Compliance 2, Compliance 4, Compliance 3, Compliance 1, Compliance 5. Voice over IP ID 5532, 5542, 5546, 5541. Indicate technology. Voice over IP data. Data. Dong dong. Position. Well, that's it. Let's see how the voice over IP works in relation to the not the Unix, but later. The voice over IP is not easy for me to do my own job in relation to figure out how to develop the next voice over IP in relation to mass bars, and to indicate that mass bars is only an application to apply for the voice over IP by the access point, and to also position the cellular into the position of the access point, because the access point is based upon not Moses. Which one is he? The three hierarchy. The three hierarchy. The sticker I found at Woolly in the the link thingy, shopping thingy. But anyway, they will handle the voice over IP. Fint will handle torrent, and also Moses will handle the Heriman. So in that way, in the selective manner, the production of the service is to induce the next voice over IP, which is the integral, and also LD9 and LD6 in relation to Balala and Dirkoton. It will take a long time for us I over IP, eyes over IP. Oh, you know what? I think it may be some kind of thing that will fluctuate into the Vodafone and Datasun in the parameters, because in relation to the parameters, the voice over IP is only 24, 55, 66 and 68, and 24, 55, 66, 88, 92, 91, 94, 96, 95, 92, 91, 95, 96, 92, voice on, off, out, LEED, gargoyle, indication, flash, out, indication, 56, 54, 55, 21, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, data 3. Compliance network, aura, position timer, signal application form, sector 3, sector 2, sector 1, sector 7, sector 6, sector 3, sector 1, sector 3, sector 1, sector 6, sector 3, sector 1, sector 4, sector 1, sector 7. Vormong, voice over IP. So let's see what happened in relation to when my computer got back. I want to play some PC games and talk to my old friend Starfish on for voice over IP. So the unity of the hibernation will roughly drop out in relation to my next babla in relation to the information technology, and also to Christian the programmer, which is the substitute of Iharkarna. So in that way, the Al-Lambasan is the accuracy of law, and to intuish to the Christian in relation to master tape and to explode the massive Mataxan is very dangerous. Nah. Some kind of explosion is a different, if you ask Hitler, because wasn't there war back then? They have like a lot of bullets and tanks and missiles and stuff. So based upon Justin Malik, the death penalties has been included, and also to execute into the Balakasan of war and to instigate the Trokakanam. So in that way, we will develop the element of the sun, and also to program the data of the third amount of technology to position ourselves into the Kori. Because to position ourselves into the Kori, we are Lakasan into the law. So, and in that way, we will divide into the Transasan. So, I know we are all here helping each other to understand the balanceable amount of the index system and to formulate into the economy. So do take your time and share your network into your friends for the friendship, and also to care for the love needed. So in that way, when you program the counselor based upon the Star War, may the force be with you. The Senegatan of our law is the Christian. I can talk to you, but not too much. Sorry, because I go haywire and berserk. So in that time, I can read. Of course I can read, but not too much. I just scan through it because don't worry about it. So anyway, even when I look on the internet, if I can't find anything, I read through just a brief one and I scan through and go, what the? So anyway, in relation to neighborhood watch, it would take me some time to understand the supplement, because the supplement is based upon my back for the kanji to nutrition your formula, because each neighborhood that you build for the technology, you will position into your country town by Garia, and also to position into the civil rights, and also including the civil unknown. Because the civil unknown is that within your neighborhood, you need to share your makarong by grocery, and also to help each other in relation to the supported manner, and to select the protective, to select the confrontation. So in that way, the community will unified in the church hall, and to conference into whatever you want to do. There's a church here and a church there. I don't know what church works. It doesn't bother me which one. So when you build the community in relation to your own understanding of your grocery by the well age, and to conference into the network of your own availability, is that you have a picnic car, descentang agalanang. So in that way, whether or so you are conversing into your community by the well-aged to understand that each one of us deserve a certain amount of timeline to lap over the system. So in that way, if you query that you would like to go to a different community in relation to the church counselor, then you can indicate where the Malakasi will be. In that way, we are aging into the well off. So info in relation to your community, the add-on, off-out, and add-on is just an incursay of inso, add-on, off-form. So in that way, our cha of the Kampala is the composition of our Gurukong. So in that way, when we are aging to build our community and to develop our third amount of Diplaksang, we will include the Makala. So in that way, the Makala will actually be Saktasan in relation to our histogram of building the friends and Nontoton of building 4 friends. So in relation to building 4 friends and building 4 friends, something like that is the church hall to conference in our availability for our events to communicate to each other, to understand that our non-amount of budgeting program will divide into the build date to intersect our program, because each program is a subdeton of understanding the rock market, to that when we market our own way to sell a certain amount of our own selecting item, then we can opinion on the Akaraksam. So in that way, if you have the neighborhood to know that you are selecting the data of like 26 item, 4 item, and 3 item, you are dividing into the aisles of the deep law. So in relation to of the deep law, you will itemize the correction of the grid and to function in suburbs. So traveling through the suburb is the Akarasan. So in that way, when you are reworking it into the Compaxasan of the menu fiber, you are electing into the Sala. So in that way, when you actually do that, you will conference into the bio. So Albert Einstein in relation to the community in the hallway, how many items can be sold per listening. So in that way, physically, in relation to the gym set, if you can only account a Blakasan, Datatan Blakasan, then who will buy your Kobalang in relation to the church hall and to indicate the Sabana, which is the subpossessors of the bio Dilku, like that. So if you have one bar, how much is that? Brakang? No. How much is that? Well, if you have a church hall or whatever it is within your community, I mean, what is Jesus gonna do? I don't think he give you money. They don't give me money because we just work on it. But in the kind of way to do the availability to sell that, there's a bloody church in Springwell and there's a shop there. I've been there once. Sorry, I haven't been there for a while. I'll go there soon. So in that way, when you have the concert hall, you are bolong into an Christian, sort of. But in that way, we are communicating to our sampampam of our own orders. So for example, based upon the nun, they can indicate where the items will be located in the next suburb. No, it's too quick. In the next Ikoton. which means the imperial of the metrics in relation to the centimeters is that within your box of quantity, you can off out into its own Durchschnitt in Audi or IGA. In that way, we are plexusen into the chemistry and also to location, the law. But I don't think you can sell any of those in Coles, Woolly, or RGA, is it? It's at the chemist, isn't it? So in that way, once we have a certain amount of dog food or whatever, you are also degrading into the item selector of 5ccc and 6ccc, which is the duplication of the church hall to indicate where your advert will be sharing into the data distancing. So if there is a kind of thing in relation to the bulk bula, how many nuns are consumption in relation to idling the bulking? So the bulk of the bar, the bulk of the phone, the bulk of the bar, the bulk of the phone. So in that way, when we are rectifying the unity of the simple math, we can also ikresasan the ordering system of the performance and insole. So in this way, we are attributing into the CMOS and to attack the decreason. So in that way, your items are locally located in a suburb. I'm not too sure. Sorry, none. What? Oh, I'm not going to say that. So in that way, how can we plexum the ordering system of the next voice over IP in relation to our 24 amount, 55 amount, and 56 amount of our shutdown? So in that way, the Christmas candle will be a location in relation to the old machine and to Hitler. So based upon Hitler, so in that way, what kind of things are we accusing in relation to our operation? But your quantity is only a minimum, which means it's idling in relation to your and qua. So in that way, Hitler, the conference duction. So the conference duction is that you are aggressiting into a. So in that way, per objects in relation to your availability, and for the fortune teller, you can also consumption the uniform pattern in relation to your aisle to locate where your aisles is and to subsidize into the transaction, because each suburb has a certain amount of Audi in relation to workers and to indicate where the workers will actually be alignment into the secretion, because based upon the can't pronounce it, sorry. Based upon that, we can also prakasan the law in relation to our transition, like that. But in so, keeping our store clean to the maximum number of the surface producer to execute into the transition of the non-function. So in that way, the organ, based upon your advon, is the voice over IP for the internet data. So Hitler, in that way, what items will validate into a certain amount of church hall to include prasasan, which means tatatam, quartam. So in that way, when we can reverse into the bison, the business type is based upon the Wall Street to execute into Akarakasan. Because when you do that, we are ordering into the black Does that mean Hitler like, I don't really want it? Like, I think, yeah. No, not really. So in your kind of things, and in your kind of things, and in your kind of things, each subject is the idling program of the idling objection in relation to the declining, the owned quality. So in that way, when you know that based upon Nonopono by Tabala, it's the Gurukhtun, because it's illegal law. Why Hitler is illegal law? If it is illegal law based upon the Gurukhtun of the Transla, then the Gurukhtun of the law is okay. Puru. What Vansan? No. What violation is your own Gristin? But the reality of its own violation is that the prakthang of knowing how to Kristan the Huron, then you deserve quality. So, everybody, the Egerton academics economy. Not easy, but in that way, when we attribute the curves of via lines, we are amounting the ascendancy of implore. So in that way, when it does happen, Hitler will grid. No. What does Hitler do back then with war? He's like a big map and just put like chess things in there. That's too quick. Sorry, I can't do this yet. So in that way, with Mahjong, no, I can't do this yet. Later. So in that way, when we select our productivity based upon Audi, we can conference into the manuscript. But the manuscript based upon our violation, how do we know that the community church is only accounting a decision in relation to nuns to advertise into the segment? Because the segment is a parta of knowing that each parta is not an item, it's just the quantity of an item. No, it's just a quantity of what for. And in relation to what for, what kind of your kaka is the fluorescent tube in relation to zong, to kurshong, your own currency. So Hitler, your own currency. What is the mandarang? I will meet people soon. It's quite stressful because it's the Christaton. Yes. But in that time, once we share the Akadakaloxon in relation to our liberation by John F. Kennedy, we will focus on the nitrogen. So Hitler, you're fog. No, not really. But in song. I'll give you a big mushroom. So, anyway, Audi, in relation to your currency, the nah, it's just a hermit crab. If you get one, but if you get one, how safe is it? To be a pet? A pet? No. So no. So, Audi. In relation to your own currency, what is the construction of knowing that your currency is only Torosong by Afakang. And in that time, if you can convert your own Duknan, the Kakrasitsi Anakastala is Nyuntantan Quantata. Done. So in that way, Audi, the Vluktung production no Ditun Dutang. But how come based upon license there is does it mean that you are having shampoo for dogs or that? Just a canon. It's just the truth. You could no, no. You know, I don't know anything about Audi in relation to a conference because why does Germany want the economy? Oh, so British your colony. Das Gurakata Tatsan Kwawang the Gurakoto. So Frick So Hitler relation Gurakasan Tatarana. Because the Jewish colony will start. So in that time, the Jewish colony, the increasement of your currency, what is the increasement of your law in relation to its own quava? Because the working visa is only a karakateta of the Mankatam. Because in that time, the increasement of ruble is digital. But when you pay the pay, then Mother Teresa is sort of. So in that way, the communication, nah. So in that way, what kind of the system is the I think he does that back in the old days. So anyway, in relation to the currency, I worked that out, and then later on, the currency will actually be broken into the two form. But it's very hard though to do from. And in that way, the two from will actually be sharing into the of our law and the ecosystem of Balakala. Because the main country and the main country and the main country is an offshore. Because in Australia, what is the main country of Australia in relation to Agarkashan? Because in that way, I quit. Sector 3. Division Supply Support Corruption. Qualita Criticism. 3553, 3551. 3544, 3544. 3552, 3551. Index A 3321, 2241. Index A 3325, 2246. Index A 3329, 2241. Index A 3326, 4125. Index A 3241 2124. Index A 3326 410 410. Index A 3341 2526 2514 2543 2543. Index A 3341 2241. Division index kedekatan data. So in that way, the conversion to have the sublabla based upon your quadrature, yes, Hitler, your own criticism is the decretum of whole. But in that way, the conference of democracies is the manufacturing degree of Gödel. So Gigelang. Dissident Tapnang. So in that time, if there is a correction of our law, then the economy will correction its own layer due to focusing of the own quantum, because QTY and QT is 33214648. Would you like some more?